guys, how's it going? I'm just sitting in the underground garage and waiting to have a coffee with my best friend, and I have about 20 minutes. I arrived early on purpose so I could record this for you, and I have been thinking a lot about me wanting and looking for permission to do something or not do something or to feel a certain way. And recently, I've been trying on this idea of permission that maybe being a stay-at-home mom is enough. You know, because I don't know about you, but my brain's always wired to this is not enough. We should do more. We should have a career and a business and make a lot of money and and it's never enough. And that's just not comforting. That's not satisfactory, right? It doesn't feel good when you feel like it's not enough. So I've been really trying it on, like kind of like sitting into the idea of maybe it's enough. And that has been giving me a feeling of abundance. And I wanted to bring it to you because I think that maybe you are doing that somewhere in your life, like looking for permission to do something or not do something or stop doing something. And like listening to me do this, you might be inspired to give yourself permission for something. For example, like last year, my big boys were in grades 7 and 5, and I had a couple of parent-teacher interviews with their teachers where I didn't have anything to talk to them about. And I felt a bit silly, and I walked away thinking, well, that was a waste of time. And then I started thinking okay, everything is great. Maybe I don't need to talk to them. But I did not give myself permission to not see the teachers until I talked to this one mom. She's a mom at our school, but she also works at the school. And I talked to her, and that's what she does. She says, I don't go and talk to the teachers unless there's a problem. And I told her, thank you so much. That's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for an example of this. And now I feel like I got this permission to just not see the teachers unless there's something to talk about, which felt crazy. I've never done that before. It felt irresponsible and I'm being a bad parent, but it makes more sense now, I guess, with bigger kids. And so it felt so freeing to stop doing this. Now this year, we had 1 or 2 parent-teacher interviews. We would have a review their report cards, talk to the kids, and I would ask the kids, is there anything that you want to talk to the teachers about together? And they said no, and we weren't concerned. So I was just so happy to have given myself permission to not go talk to the teachers, because now big kids, they have, 5, 6, 7 teachers each. There's no reason for me to go talk to all of these teachers if I don't have any questions, right? I still talk to the little kids teacher, the twins. They're 9. They turned 9 now, and they are in grade 3. So I really was just curious, how are they doing? And I was curious, how are they being in one class? Are they working together? Are they competitive? And that the story has always been that they like being together, but they're never really in the same circles, and they work separately. So really it's not interfering with anything. So that was one of my examples of looking for permission to stop doing something. Now, the other permission seeking thing that I had was with intermittent fasting that I didn't even realize I wanted, but when I came across intermittent fasting at first, it was all these different numbers that you're given. You can fast for 20 hours and eat for 4. You can fast for 16 and eat for 8. And you can fast for 18, 6, and, 24, 1. And for some reason, maybe because I'm a rule follower, I don't know, where I was brought like that, it never occurred to me to just be flexible with the numbers. And I always felt restricted by that. And it didn't really feel like a lifestyle back then. It felt like another restriction or a diet. And it kind of would stress me out, right? Because sometimes the time would come to eat and I'm not hungry. Okay, all right, what do? Do I wait? Or then if I am hungry, but the time hasn't come, what do I do? Again, it took me years to experiment to now come to this place and find Jackie, who is extremely flexible with her fasting. And instantly, that seeing her example gave me permission to also be that flexible, which I love, 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 love. Like, I aim, for a longer fast in general, something that feels good. But sometimes there have been times where, let's say it was a family birthday or something, or a vacation where I did have to, cut my fast short. And that was not a big deal. And that was so great. Felt really freeing, felt amazing to have that flexibility to change my fast that day and then go back to what I was doing the next day. No big deal. I still got to fast in. I still got to enjoy the event. I still got to enjoy the food, the family, everything. So that was great. I guess I had to be ready. I think this is my belief that, we find the answers when we're ready. But I was ready. I was ready to find that flexibility in the fasting. And I love it now so much. So now I only have an average of my fasts. I don't have like a specific, I fast for 18 and eat for 6. And so that's what I do. So these are my 2 examples that I have to share with you today about permission. Like, what are we looking to get permission for? Can we get permission to feel like what we're doing is enough? And so I'm telling you this because I find it when I see other people doing what I want, that kind of gives me permission for some strange reason, maybe because we're like a pack animal or feeling good when we belong to a group that is the same as us and we're not kind of going on our own and doing something very different. That is very comforting for me, and seeing someone else do it gives me really gives me permission, and I feel like, oh, thank God. Well, if someone else is doing it, well, I might as well try it, right? So I really wanted to hear, I was like looking for someone give me permission to embrace, being a stay-at-home mom and that being enough. Because the truth is, it's not enough. It's actually plenty. It's so much. Constantly being on call, being there for 6 people constantly, all day, every night, all weekends, all holidays, right? For years on end. That's plenty. That's what I say when people ask me. I say, oh, that's plenty. So, and I thought, okay, if I'm looking for that permission to hear from someone else, well, why can't I just do it for myself and maybe inspire you guys with just this talk? So that's where I'm at today. I am really excited to keep on sharing my stories with you, and hopefully you get inspired. And I really want to encourage you to keep looking for your own answers and trying on different flexible solutions, right? Just like tweak it the way you want it. And I've heard it many, many times over the years, and it did not click for many, many years when I would hear it like in different classes, like in yoga or. So have a great weekend. Have a great week. I would love to hear from you. If you have anything that you want to share with me, I love getting emails from you, messages. You can always send me fan mail, which is just a message. It doesn't even say who it's from, or I think you can fill it out there. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Have a great week, and I love you. Talk to you soon.